Hey guys, Steve here from Mexi Beast Barbecue, getting ready to cook one of my family's favorite meals, and that is my breakfast skillet cooked on the Traeger. Man, this is an amazing dish. With just a few simple ingredients that you have already in your kitchen, you can put together a meal that your family's gonna love. We got fresh potatoes here, we got bell pepper, sausage from the butcher, bacon and eggs smothered in cheese. This thing is gonna be amazing. Well, I wanna show you how I make it for my family, so let's get to cooking. All right, we're gonna start off by peeling and dicing our potatoes. In this recipe, I like to use russet potatoes. You can use any kind of potato you want. I just like russet. I think they hold up the best during this cook. I'm using 5 for this recipe today, but you can use more or less. It just all depends on how much or how little you're gonna make. When dicing these up, I recommend using the sharpest knife you have. I'm using my Fine King knife, made easy work of this. You're gonna wanna dice them pretty small because it'll cook a lot quicker. Next up is our red onion. Now we're gonna chop this up medium size. This is what's gonna add a ton of flavor to our skillet. Check out those knife skills. Once we're done chopping those up, we're gonna add them to a separate bowl where we're gonna have our onion and bell pepper mixture. Next up, we're gonna do the same thing with a whole red bell pepper. Again, you can use any kind of bell pepper that you want. I had red in my refrigerator, so that's what I used. And again, we're looking for a medium chop, and we're gonna mix this with the onions that we chopped previously. Now we're gonna get our proteins ready. For this skillet, I love to use fresh sausage from the butcher. I picked this up yesterday. This is a ½ pound of fresh sausage. Now you can use spicy sausage or regular sausage. You can buy it from the store, whatever it is, just use what you have. And then I had a pack of bacon. I'm using ½ a pack in this recipe here. And so I'm just gonna take it out of its package, and then I'm gonna slice it up. I'm just gonna do dices. Not very small, not too big, just enough so I know there's bacon in the dish. Again, you can use as much or as little bacon as you want. Everything tastes better with bacon. And this combination is out of this world. Bacon and sausage, I cannot wait. Now we're gonna grate our cheese. This is the cheese that's gonna top it all when it's done. So we're prepping all our ingredients. We got our potatoes, we got our bell pepper, our onion, our protein, and now our grated cheese. Once we get the cheese grated, our next step is heading to the grill. Everything is prepped and ready to go. Let's start the cook. So here we are at the Traeger. I got it preheated up at 400 degrees, as hot as it can go. I'm using 2 cast iron skillets, a small one for our protein. So I'm just gonna dump that in there and get that going, get it all stirred around, get it all mixed up. I'm just gonna take my metal spoon and start breaking down that sausage, getting it all broken apart, mixing it together. Then I go to my big cast iron where it was preheating with a little bit of vegetable oil. And this is where I toss in my potatoes here. Get everything in there and get it all stirred around, get it all coated with oil. And I start seasoning. SPG, very simple. I add some salt, some black pepper, and granulated garlic. These 3 combination ingredients are amazing together. Mix it all up, get all the seasoning stirred in together, and then we're gonna let it sit here for about 10 minutes before we add our onions and bell pepper. All right, we're back. It's been about 10 minutes. This is where we're gonna add our mixture of bell pepper and onions. We're gonna put that in with the potatoes and get that stirred around. While we're here, we're gonna take our protein, we're gonna mix that up. We're gonna continue to brown this, get it nice and crispy. It smells amazing right now. Oh my goodness. All right, it's been about 30 minutes now. Our bacon and our sausage looks amazing. So we're gonna take it right now and we're gonna mix it up and we're gonna drain the grease out of it. Not all of it, but most of it. And then we're gonna pull our potatoes out. We're gonna mix that up. They're about 75% cooked through. So at this time, we're gonna take our sausage and bacon and we're gonna mix it in with our potato. Now this is the point when it's 75% cooked through and you mix in your sausages when we're gonna add our eggs, because the eggs are gonna take a little bit, so you don't want your potatoes to be completely done. So we're gonna add about 11 eggs over the top. We're just gonna crack them on there, everyone. We're gonna make little divots into the potato mixture and we're just gonna go for it. Make sure you put eggs all over the potatoes. There shouldn't be a space that doesn't have an egg on it. Now we're just gonna add a little bit more SPG to the top of these eggs. Just give it a little flavor. Remember, salt, pepper, garlic. And we're gonna put a lid on it. And we're gonna close it up for about 5 minutes. All right, it's been about 5 minutes. You can see that our eggs are almost completely cooked through and look totally amazing. And now we're gonna add our cheese all over. You can use whatever cheese you want. I'm using cheddar, it's what I had. We're gonna close the lid back up. And this is where I'm gonna shut my Traeger off. And I'm just gonna let the cheese do its final melt. All right, it's been a few minutes. Cheese is all melted. Let's take it inside. Here it is, guys. My breakfast skillet on the Traeger. I hope you enjoyed this recipe. I hope you try it for your friends and family. If you do, tag me in it. I'd love to see it.